Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you are new, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you can stay up to date with my pregnancy and basically my day-to-day life, as I have been daily vlogging lately and I am absolutely loving it, by the way. So today I am 27 weeks and 3 days. I cannot believe that we are wrapping up the second trimester this week. It feels weird. I mean, it feels like I've been pregnant forever, but it also feels like it's going so fast. I don't know how to explain that really, but it's just crazy. It's hard to wrap my head around the fact that I'm entering my third trimester already. So there is a lot of development going on with baby this week, and I have so much to update on. I feel like it hasn't even been that long since I gave you guys an update, but I just feel like so much has happened. So my app says that my baby can be anywhere between 1.5 to 2.5 pounds right now, but I'm measuring at least a week ahead, and by the look and the feel of it, I would say that I am closer to that 2.5 pound mark. And while we're on this topic, I feel like I just have to say that I am getting really tired of people telling me how big I am. I've had a lot of people in the past few weeks kind of make a comment about me looking like I'm ready to pop or like I'm due soon, and I'm not, you guys. I'm not due soon, not even close. I mean, I'm only entering my third trimester. I have a whole trimester to go. I'm not close, and I can feel how big I am. I don't need people commenting on how big I am all the time. It's just like, it's just so annoying. And I know like people don't mean it to be rude, but it's a little rude. Like, it's a little rude. But honestly, I mean, I've been getting comments on my size of this pregnancy since like day one. So at the same time, maybe I'm a little bit used to it, but it's starting to agitate me more and more as time goes on and as I'm actually getting pretty big. So developments with baby. Baby has opened his eyes again, because in the beginning they have their eyes open and they close them for a time and they are open again. He's also practicing breathing his amniotic fluid, not air, obviously. He now has some brain activity and lots of movement that I can feel inside and outside. Even with my anterior placenta, I am feeling so much movement. I've even caught some on camera. Now you can't see it super well. I'm still waiting for that time where my belly is just like moving like an alien, but it hasn't happened yet. But he's moving a lot, and all of this kind of ties into the fact that I am getting closer to the point where if I were to go into early labor and if he were to be born anytime soon, he has a higher chance of survival than he did like a few weeks ago. I can't remember what the earliest your baby can be born at, that there's like a high chance of survival, but I want to say it's like 27 to 28 weeks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that we're kind of reaching that like milestone where they are learning to breathe, and so if they are born, they can be, you know, hooked up to a ventilator to like help with the breathing process, and that they have a better chance of survival. So that brings me a lot of peace of mind and comfort that if anything were to happen, my baby should be safe, or at least has a higher, you know, chance of being safe. As far as my own symptoms go, sciatic nerve pain has been really bad this past couple weeks, and also Braxton Hicks contractions have been really bad these past couple weeks. I did a couple weeks ago, or maybe a week ago, I can't remember when it was, but I did have one really bad like labor type contraction that was like, it felt like forever long. I think it was like 2 minutes long at least, and it was horrible. It was like unbearable. Like I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, I couldn't move. I was just like, I was just in so much pain. Like I felt like I got worried. I actually got concerned. Luckily it was just one really long contraction, but it was like, it was not Braxton Hicks, you guys. Braxton Hicks, it just feels like maybe like a little belt tightening, or like it feels like your pants are too tight, I guess. At least that's how it feels for me. I mean, that's how I describe it. It feels like maybe my clothes are too tight, and it's just like really, really uncomfortable. And that has been happening like several times a day. Like I'm getting those like all the time, but I can like function through them. I can talk, I can like walk, I can do like whatever I'm doing. I'm just like, you know, like, but with the contraction I had a couple weeks ago, that was a different story. I've never experienced that so early on in my pregnancy before. That was like, I don't know what happened, but it was scary. Definitely scary, but luckily I haven't had that happen at all since then. But I've definitely been making more frequent trips to my chiropractor, mostly because of the sciatic nerve pain, increased hip and back pain, stuff like that. I feel like stuff like that just kind of comes with like the sudden growth of the baby. Like I'm growing a lot more rapidly and my body's just kind of taking it all on. Not to mention I still have 3 other kids. Like I'm still carrying children around all the time. So I'm carrying this one 24/7 and then pretty much carrying 2 others 24/7. And I'm like always on my feet, you guys. Like I never stop. And lately I haven't been getting any rest during the day because I am nesting so much. Like it's, I wouldn't say it's a problem because I like having my house clean, but like it's almost a problem. Like if my house is cluttered at all, or if my house isn't clean, if like things aren't done, I get like, like panic. Like I hate it, I can't stand it, and I get like really annoyed at the fact that like other people don't care as much as I care, even though it's like such a drastic change. Because like prior to this pregnancy, not that I didn't care if my house was messy, but like it didn't bother me as much. Like I could go to bed with like the living room looking a mess and be like, oh whatever, I'll clean it up in the morning. Not anymore. I cannot sleep if my house is a mess. I can't do anything if there's like dishes in the sink, if there's laundry to be done. Like I am cleaning my floors constantly. Like I am just like crazy about cleanliness. And I really think like I want to attribute it to the pregnancy. At the same time, I kind of hope it lasts like past this pregnancy because it is really nice to have a cleaner house all the time. So other than all of that, I have been feeling pretty good for the most part, and I'm like really crossing my fingers that the 3rd trimester doesn't completely change that. All right, you guys, all symptoms aside, I have a few things that I wanted to talk to you guys about that is kind of happening right now. I have started to plan my own baby shower, or more of like a baby sprinkle, if you will. This is baby number 4. We really don't need a lot of stuff for this baby. Even though it is our first boy, we have a lot of gender neutral stuff from Henley, and I am not expecting like a whole bunch of gifts. I am having a Braxton Hicks contraction right now. Oh my God. So annoying. But yeah, I've started to plan it out. My mom has agreed to help me plan it, and we're gonna have it in May. So it's the beginning of April right now. I have a whole month to plan this out, and I am really, really excited. The theme is gonna be like a tropical aloha theme. So we're gonna have lots of pineapples and palm leaves and stuff like that. It's gonna be really, really cute. And it's really just gonna be like a small thing. I'm not gonna invite a whole bunch of people. Gifts aren't gonna be necessary. I really just feel like I want to have a celebration for this baby. I have had a baby shower for all my other kids, and it wouldn't feel right to me to not have any kind of celebration for this baby. I've also started planning out how I'm going to fix up this bedroom to make it more of like a nursery, because we do have the nursery, but that is 100% Henley's room, and it's still going to be Henley's room when this baby comes. She won't even be 2 years old yet whenever he's born. So she keeps that room at least for the first 6 months. I don't know what's gonna happen after he's born, like her developmentally. We might move. I don't know exactly what is in the books for us, but the baby will be sleeping in here with me for a little while, and I am so excited to just start moving things around to get it all like ready for him and for me, because you know, I'll be taking care of him a lot in here. So I've got things like working in my head, and we've started doing a little bit of shopping. We haven't made any purchases yet, but we're just kind of like price comparing right now. I want to get a new dresser. I want to get like a bassinet because Henley actually slept in her rock and play, and upon doing more research on it, I've realized that that's not 100% safe. And like, yeah, she's fine, she was okay, but it's not necessarily considered safe for your baby to sleep in the rock and play in like an elevated position like that, unless, I don't know, I think there's ways that you can elevate your baby, because I know like Zoe had pretty bad acid reflux. If you can hear like weird noises, my dog is in here making a lot of weird noises. But I know Zoe had to be elevated whenever she was little, because otherwise she had like risk of like choking, because she was like vomiting a lot. But it's not necessarily considered safe for your baby to sleep like in the rock and play, in a car seat, stuff like that. And so I really want to get like a bassinet for him to sleep in, one that will fit next to me in the bed, because we don't actually bed share, but we do co-sleep, which there's a difference between co-sleeping and bed sharing. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory, but I do co-sleep with my baby, so I want him to have the bassinet like right next to me on the bed. So I have found the ones that I want, and we're probably gonna go ahead with those purchases here pretty soon, but I might wait until after my baby shower, just in case anybody does want to get me something. I kind of have like a direction to point them in. But that's about it for my updates for right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my 27-week belly. All right, you guys, my clothes are definitely not fitting me as well anymore, so don't judge me, because all of my stuff is pretty tight. But here's me with the shirt down. From the side. And the other side. And shirt up. And the side. I am getting some stretch marks. I don't even know if these are new or not. Some of them might just be like leftover from my pregnancy with Henley, but not a whole lot. I'm pretty happy with the amount that I have. They're mostly like all right here. And this area of my belly has been itching a lot too. I feel like I should note that. Like all down here, it itches so bad. It's so hard not to scratch it. But I feel like that's where the majority of like my stretch marks are. So I'm probably stretching down there the most. All right, you guys, I feel like this was a pretty long update. I'm sorry about that, but that is it for today's update. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And to all my new subscribers, thank you guys so much for joining us on this journey. I am so happy to have you guys, and I really appreciate all the love and support that I've been getting. And I cannot wait for you guys to continue to join us on our life journey, really, especially since we've been vlogging every single day. I've been loving having all of these memories on camera, on video, and sharing it with you guys. It's been awesome, and I'm so excited to see what's to come. So thank you guys so much again for watching, and I will see you all next time in my next pregnancy update. Bye!